Welcome, everybody, to First and 10, South Jersey's premier high school football preview video. I'm Joe Martucci. Next to me is Mike McGarry. And Mike, even though we're on Zoom, I've never felt closer to you than ever before.
Well, showers predicted down the shore for today. The weather is a little rough. I guess we need the rain after so many sunny days. I had kind of forgotten what rain looked like, basically. But we're here indoors, and the most important thing is we're getting the information out to the fans this week for another great weekend of high school football, week 3 of the high school football season.
Geez, yeah, week 3 here already. Going back to that rain, we have been in drought, so the rain is good news. And for you, someone who has spent quite a bit of time outdoors in the rain working, I'm sure being inside every once in a while is most welcome.
I'll take it. And as long as, it can rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just don't let it rain on Friday and Saturday.
You sound like a lot of other people out the shore. They tell me the same thing. I'm going to have to take this up with Mother Nature next time I have a meeting with her. Let's talk about the big game for the week, the one that you will be at. That's going to be this Friday at 6 o'clock. We have St. Joe coming to Holy Spirit. This is the Holy War game, Mike. Tell us about it.
Yeah, 2 parochial school rivals. St. Joe leads the rivalry 15-9. Games between these teams have decided who's the best in South Jersey. They've decided state championships. They've decided playoff matchups. Talking with Holy Spirit coach Andrew DePasquale last night, he said the St. Joe week always feels different when Spirit's practicing the week of to prepare for the Wildcats. It always feels different. This week, it feels even more different because the storyline of this game is it's the last time that St. Joe coach Paul Sacco will lead the Wildcats into Holy Spirit for a Holy War game. Sacco is going to step down at the end of the season, says he still wants to keep coaching. However, it'll be his final year at St. Joe, so it's the last go-round for St. Joe and Holy Spirit.
Do we have an idea where he wants to coach next?
No, we don't at this point. He's just concentrating on the Wildcats and finishing out their season. And it should be a great game out in Upseekin. Holy Spirit off to a 2-0 start, number 4 in our Elite 11. Kind of an unexpected 2-0 start. One of their keys has been running back Jasir Ward. He's really given them what they didn't have last year, and that's a power running game. Gavin Roman already with 24 catches for Holy Spirit at wide receiver. Sean Burns at quarterback has thrown for more than 500 yards. On the flip side, you've got St. Joe coming off a loss at St. Augustine. They'll be looking to even their record at 1-1. As I said last week, no high school football team wants to be 0-2. Richard Chandler at running back and linebacker had a big game for St. Joe last week against St. Augustine. We'll see if he can do it again against Holy Spirit Friday night.
We will certainly see if he can do it again on Friday night. And again, Mike's going to be there. You can check out his Twitter handle at AC Press McGarry. He'll have some updates, and then the full story will be out on our website at pressofac.com/sports. Mike, we also have a big weekend elsewhere in Atlantic County as well. From my understanding, a lot of our games are going to be in Atlantic County on our Friday night to Saturday.
Yeah, it's a nice change. Division play starts this week in the West Jersey Football League, and we've got a lot of division games, and it's almost a throwback to when the Cape Atlantic League existed for football. We got a lot of local teams playing against each other, which I love, which you don't often get during the football season. You got Atlantic City at Absegami. Atlantic City coming off a 1-0 win. Quarterback Joe Lyons threw for 200 and something yards and 2 touchdowns last week as the Vikings beat Clearview. And a guy online, I forget his name right now, but I got to give him credit. Great nickname for Joe Lyons, calling him Boardwalk Joe. Kind of take off on the Broadway Joe. So Boardwalk Joe for Atlantic City. That came from a guy online. Can't remember his name right now. We've also got Oakcrest at Mainland. Oakcrest, a 2-0 start. Marcus Lee did a great job in their win over Middle Township last Friday, throwing for 2 touchdowns. Mainland looks to bounce back from that heartbreaking 21-20 loss at Ocean City. Mainland, of course, up 20-7 in that game. And then you've got Bridgeton at Egg Harbor Township on Friday night also. Both of those teams looking for their first win of the season. So you got a lot of local Atlantic County football games, a lot of teams locally playing each other, which is great to see.
And Mike, Hamilton and Pleasantville have some big games too coming up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of those teams off to great starts. Hamilton 2-0 beat Cherokee last weekend. They'll host Highland Regional. Hamilton, as is their tradition, doing it with the running attack. Kenny Smith off to a great start. Justin Dowdy off to a great start. Kai Presley on that defensive line has been a force for the Blue Devils. And Pleasantville snapped a 10-game losing streak last week. They beat Pennsgrove 26-2. Quarterback Samir Miller had a great game. 3 touchdown passes, ran for a touchdown. The Greyhounds, coached by Malachi Timberlake, only 24 years old, one of the youngest coaches in the state. They'll head down to Salem to face Salem, a traditional power, on Saturday. And Salem 1-1, ranked in our Elite 11. So that'll be a great test for the Greyhounds. But they'll have plenty of momentum coming off snapping that 10-game losing streak Friday night.
Do we have anything going on in Cape May, Cumberland, or Ocean?
Yeah, down in Cape May, you got kind of a neat event. Middle Township, before their game on Friday night, they are going to dedicate their athletic complex to John Roberson, a longtime teacher, a great Middle Township athlete, and a great Indiana University athlete in the 1940s and 50s. He passed away last year, I believe. They'll be dedicating the athletic facility to them. So that'll be a great event down there at Middle Township. And then Saturday, kind of a light schedule, but a big game on Saturday. 2 teams are 1-1. Ocean City and Cedar Creek, both coming off wins. We talked about Ocean City beat Mainland. Cedar Creek beat Absegami. So both coming off not only wins, but rivalry wins. They'll face each other 1:30 in Egg Harbor City. And that's a big football game. You know, there's a huge difference between being 2-1 and 1-2. Sounds obvious, but 2-1, you're on your way to the playoffs. 1-2, you got to scramble. So a big game in Egg Harbor City, and 2 good quarterbacks on the field there. Billy Smith of Cedar Creek and Riley Gunnels of Ocean City.
As you tell me many times, it gets late early in high school.
Correct.
Football.
In high school football. Yes, it does.
Anything else we should talk about here, Mike, as we wrap on up?
Just, week 3 of the high school football season. The big thing for me is division play. A lot of teams don't win South Jersey titles or sectional titles. This year you're playing out to true state titles and for the public schools, but only 5 teams are going to win that. But teams can win divisions, and it's a big deal when they do. So it's the start of division play this weekend. That means you're kind of playing rivalry games too. So that kind of takes the high school football season, the intensity up another level.
Gotcha. And Mike, just for the people at home here who might not know, when do playoffs start?
The actual playoffs, I believe, start the last week in October. So talk about getting late early. Teams will, this is already week 3. The playoffs will start that final week for the public schools in October. So it'll be here, before Halloween. Halloween comes after the playoffs.
I think you said this maybe 2 weeks ago. Football is almost a summer sport here in New Jersey.
Exactly. You got to figure kids just went to their first day of school. I'm reminded of the Mainland freshman, John Franchini. He's played 2 games at quarterback for Mainland. He probably attended his first class of high school this week. He already has 2 games at quarterback under his belt.
I hope. What math do you take freshman year of high school? Is that like algebra 1?
Right, or something? Unless you're really smart, I don't know. So
well, we'll see. I hope his first day of algebra went well.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for First and 10, your week 3 preview. For more details, you can go to our website, pressafac.com/sports. And you can always chat with Mike McGarry on Twitter at ACPressMcGarry. Mike, we'll talk to you soon. We'll have your high school football weather forecast on our website as well.